So what if Samsung's changes for one of its foldables became pretty irresistible? Because yes, we have some interesting details on what to expect for the Z Fold 4, but even more for the Flip 4. Apple seems to have been dominating sales in the United States for Q1, but Google is going on an unprecedented run, and Qualcomm just announced their latest flagship processors that sound pretty enticing. I'm Jaime Rivera, it's Friday, and I don't think we've had more official news than today. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today are going to be significant. Let's start with Qualcomm, as the company has just announced their Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 and 7. Gen 1, and I know, 8 Plus Gen 1 instead of 8 Gen 1 Plus sounds different than we were expecting, but you get the picture. They're promising a 10% faster CPU performance, 10% faster GPU clocks, and 15% less power consumption for an hour of extra gameplay or 50 minutes of social media browsing for those of you who love to infinity scroll on TikTok, me included. That translates to up to 30% better power efficiency from both the CPU and the GPU, along with 20% better AI performance per watt. The reason why this all has improved is because this is the new TSMC 4nm process, which also delivers better sustained performance. So don't think that it's just a minor GPU overclock or overthrottle that was rumored previously. This is actually a better chip in every single way. That said, from its 5G performance to its 8K HDR video capabilities, those remain unchanged, which is a good thing. Now, as for the 7 Gen 1, this is actually a surprising move as it's focused on gaming, which is not something that I was necessarily expecting from a 7 chip, but yes, it's actually not necessarily a first generation. It has a 20% graphics boost over the previous generation in a nutshell. We already have companies like Oppo, Vivo, Motorola, and OnePlus saying that they've got 8 Plus Gen 1 phones in the pipeline, so let's see which one is first and which one does it better. Let's stick to official news number 2 and move on to Sony, as their team seems to be very busy with back-to-back rollouts. Now the company announced their LinkBuds S. That's also hard to pronounce, but they feature a super lightweight design with 4.8 grams per earbud and active noise cancellation. Now you pair them with ambient mode to hear your surroundings and support for Sony's LDAC Bluetooth codec. Now the Link name is Sony's claim to help you link your digital life with the sound of reality as you wear these throughout your day. They bring 6 hours of battery life with ANC turned on, and they can go up to 20 hours when you add the charging case into consideration. They also have IPX4 rating for water resistance, and they deliver a more traditional experience over the open ring ones that we got a few months ago. They're currently available for pre-orders on retailers like Amazon and Best Buy for $200. I mean, let us know what you think about the design, because I like it. Sony, there are a couple of things that could be better. Now, even with more official news, let's talk about smartphone sales in the United States. And guys, I know, 3 official news for a Friday is completely unheard of in how many years I've been doing this show. But anyway, we have a new report from Canalys detailing sales for Q1 of 2022 in the US. Starting with the top 3, we've got Apple at the top with 19.9 million sales, which gives them a crazy 51% of the market, while seeing 19% growth year over year. Samsung also managed to grow 1% with 10.5 million shipments. That gives them 27% of the market, which is interesting with more phones and offerings. And to conclude with the first 3, we also have Lenovo with 4 million shipments and 10% of the market, while seeing a 56% growth year over year, and that actually means Motorola. Then you've got TCL with 1.4 million with a 4% of the market, but they declined 21% when compared to last year. But then the most interesting player of the list is Google, which shipped 1.2 million phones, which gives them 3% of the market. And wow, yeah, I mean, it seems that the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro have made enough of a dent with their added sense of boldness. And if you do the math, they managed to grow 380% when compared to 2021, which is just fantastic. Like, finally, a Google phone that does honor to all the effort. We've been seeing so much popularity on social media and in your comments, and then nobody would buy the phone. So I'm just happy to finally see them take off, because I do feel they deserve it. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Samsung's next flagships, which I'm already waiting for as we get closer to the fall, and this time we'll be leaning to the smaller and yet favorite variant of the foldables. We have some new details on the Samsung Galaxy Flip4, thanks to a new listing on Geekbench. And yeah, let's drop the Z in the name and see if it sticks. The listing reveals that the Flip4's model number, along with the fact that it might be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. I'm still trying to get used to the name, sorry, but apparently this chip is codenamed Taro, and it features a maximum clock speed of 3.19 GHz, which shows the upgrade over the 8 Gen 1. At least from the test, the Flip is also packing 8 gigs of RAM and running Android 12, and you can also expect a 3595 mAh battery like we saw in different listings from 3X a couple of weeks ago. Sadly, we haven't heard much on the design or how it's going to change, other than we're getting a slightly larger display at 2 inches versus 1.9, and a couple of days ago we heard about the components for the Fold 4 and Flip 4 have already started mass production, so we could be getting promising leaks over the next couple of weeks. We'll keep you posted. But for today's question, let us know, what would be your top #1 request for the Galaxy Flip 4 if Samsung was listening? Because in my case, I want S Pen support. Even if it's optional, I'd buy it separately without a problem, but it's really the reason I drift more to the Z Fold 3 than the Flip 3, even if I love the design of the Flip 3 more. It's just so much more convenient. So I would love to at least have the option, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me be shocked by the news on a Friday. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.